Hey guys, welcome to the stream. And this is about all the gun news that is going around in this world. And just so you know, before I start this, I am a person that is pro to guns. So I think that they should not ban guns. And I have some websites pulled up. All these websites will be down below in the description. So if you guys like this video and you guys want to see like the full video and the links, and if you guys want to do research on it, and I agree with Trump on this first video because it'll decrease a bunch of things. And I'm gonna turn down the audio, but I'm gonna have it full screen with the closed captions for you guys, so then you guys can read what is happening, and I'll commentary it too. So let's get into it, and make sure you guys share this video with all of your friends and try to get it out there in the world, because I'm only 12 and I'm gonna be turning 13 in August. So I really want to make changes in the world, thinking about all the stuff that's happening with the gun violence and what people think about it. Yeah. Let me speed it up a little. I don't really like this first part of what he's saying. Okay, so he's talking about how, like, Marines become teachers, like after 20 years they retire and become a teacher. And he's talking about how they have handled guns their whole jobs, their whole life basically, in the Marines or Air Force or Navy, whatever. But he's basically trying to say that yeah, so now he's saying that now you're letting a person handle guns when they've handled guns for 20 years, who's done nothing but handle guns and handle them safely. And well, but you can't just give a teacher a gun of the fake news network CNN saying that I want teachers dead. Oh my gosh. Don't want to protect certain highly adept people that understand weaponry, guns, if they're really have aptitude for a gun, but if they have the aptitude, concealed permit, that's what I think. Teachers should have a concealed permit for having guns with them. Yes, I really agree with him right here, because that will decrease it a lot if they do that, because if they do that, people are not going to be stupid enough to go in schools that have teachers that have guns with them and they know how to use them. So I think that's what they should do, make it a rule for all states, because first of all, if you want to go into a school that has a bunch of teachers with guns that were in the Marines or the Navy or the Air Force or they're a Navy SEAL or whatever, people won't go into that school because they're more armed and they know that they have weaponry. And I really agree with Trump on this verse. So the original link will be down below. It's by NBC News. Let's make sure I'm still streaming. Oh yeah, Ron. Because my mom and dad don't want me to. Okay, so here's the Florida state. Florida Senate votes 2018 to approve gun restrictions and arming school officials. So this is basically the same thing as Donald Trump said. And I really agree with this, but this is only for Florida. They should do it for all states because it's still a really good reason. And this is what's happening tomorrow, April 20th, 2018, 4:20. And tomorrow is the well, Mr. I told them it was all your fault, basically. So, this is what it is. A national school walkout for gun safety. And if our principal or any of them say that, and I'm going to be like, nope, I'm not walking out. High school students across the United States are planning to walk out on all classes on Friday as part of the National School Walkout, a protest against what participants see as a political indication in the face of mass shootings and gun violence. I do not encourage this. If anybody wants to do this, it's their problem. I don't care. Like, by the end of this year, I'm hoping they do not ban guns, and neither for the rest of my life as I'm here. I hope that they never try to ban guns, because it says in the Second Amendment, and it just violates everything from the Second Amendment and the First Amendment. So that's one of the sites, so I'll have it linked down below. So yeah, he did, Rylan. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to be nice to you earlier too, but yeah. So even if I look up the Second Amendment, it says right here. Wait, let me zoom in. Look, right there. As well regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So, now let's look up the Fourth Amendment. I mean, the First. Here, wait, let me see. Well, I wasn't. Congress shall not make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the... Wait, what? Yeah. Freedom of speech repairs. Okay, where's the Third Amendment? Okay, so just try to get this out to your family, friends, and ask them what they think about this. Because, and comment down below if you're pro to anti, if you're pro gun or anti gun. Is there, and then here's this video too.
The pool to the left, I'm going to have all my pro-gun people go stand on the edge of that light, and all my anti-gun people on the other side.
I really like this video too.
First statement is, I think my views on guns could change.
No, I feel like anyone's views can change on things, so I'm kind of surprised that nobody felt like it could change at all. I don't think that I could change completely to like the other side, but I would definitely be open to like looking at it from a different perspective.
That dude right there, the guy with the white t-shirt, I really like his story.
Very accommodating to both sides. That said, I feel really solid about kind of what I've learned and what I think is possible. So I feel really solid about that. Although
Well,
I'm, open to accommodating for people's
put up the
needs,
page.
people's wishes with their rights. My name is Aaron Clayton. After the Orlando shooting, I realized that my community was very much a target. I had to get involved to do something.
Sometimes, I think people on the other side of the issue don't care about me or my loved ones' lives.
Well, I mean, the area that I grew up in and where I come from, a lot of you may not be able to understand that sometimes a gun is the only way to protect yourself. We all believe there should be certain rules to getting them, but on my side of the earth, there is no gun laws. My name is Sonny Hill. Regardless of whatever you say, there's always going to be guns. There's always going to be violence in the world, and I got family to protect. I don't think y'all don't care about me and my family, I think we all care about, each other and each other's others, loved ones. I don't care about.
That dude's wearing Yeezys with the pink shirt. The dude with the pink or red shirt and the gray jeans with the Yeezys on.
Trying to protect me and mine. That's my reason of saying that nobody else cares about it, because I'm pretty sure y'all have the same insight. Like, you're anti-gun. You don't want nobody to have guns. But then that's gonna put my family at danger.
I don't want
that's
nobody.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't want
nobody
to have guns.
I think that that's how I feel.
Yeah, that's what's tearing people apart. Is that they're tearing people's families apart. And like Atlanta, Georgia. I was just watching the NRA channel on TV, And they had a rapper from Atlanta, Georgia. And guess what? He talked about that exact same thing. So, some places where you grow up, it really affects how you think of guns. Because sometimes there's ways where some people grow up in a really bad neighborhood like Compton or Atlanta, Georgia, and the only way to live is to have a gun. And that's the only way to protect yourself sometimes if you're in like a bad situation.
Gun people, a lot of times they're like, well, it's never gonna be solved. Like, gun violence never gonna end. And like, it won't. It won't, and you're absolutely correct, but there's a bunch of ways to decrease it.
I've been in a situation in which my life was in danger.
I grew up in St. Louis, so we go downtown where there's a huge amount of violence. We're at Home Depot, and there's guys starting to gather around my dad's truck. I'm in it alone. I'm 14 years old. And literally just, I had to put my dad's gun out while I'm shaking, and literally just set on my lap. And to show that, it ended up potentially violent, potentially robbery, you know?
I don't think people automatically are born like, I'm pro-gun. Like, I think what you experience in your life makes you that way. My name is Sarah. It wasn't until recently that my opinion changed on how I felt about guns, and then I became pro-gun in order to protect me and my future family. I was never pro-gun before, and then some guy broke into my place and raped me. And I couldn't run away, I couldn't do anything, like literally had to lay there and take it. But I knew that if I had a gun at that point in time on my nightstand, I would have defended myself.
I think America has a problem with mass shootings.
We do though. But if Donald Trump makes and tries to pass the law through every state in America, it will really help to decrease the mass shootings. And if that mass shootings decreases, then more people will stop losing their lives to stupid idiots and cowards trying to kill people and trying to make the world such a bad place and making people like from different countries to make them think that, oh, America's so bad. Oh my gosh. There's mass shootings like every day, bro. With the Disney Channel flow. No, there's not mass shootings every day. And with Donald Trump telling that in the press conference, it really touches me. Because that seems like, because I've sent him several tweets and several emails and trying to have him read that. And he might actually have read that and talked about it in his press conference. Like, what he said in that video really touches me. So let's just keep going.
Like, I don't want anyone to die. Like, I don't want to see these school shootings. I don't want people to get hurt. We're all for protecting ourselves, but I think like when guns are not in the right hands, then it becomes an issue. And I don't.
Yes, that's exactly right. Because the people that get in contact with the gun and they have it in their hands and they think of something to do stupid, that's being a coward, irresponsible, and you're just stupid, my dude. Like, if you think that and you want to try to do that, don't. It's just stupid and coward and just such an idiot for doing that. And then you'll be in jail for more than you can think of. And you probably don't want that to happen because you want to have a good life, be with your kids. You want to have a good family, and you want to be able to enjoy that instead of being in prison for the rest of your life. So I wouldn't try doing that if I were you guys. And I think Donald Trump He has a really good point about that too. And I think that should become a law in all states.
Any would support that at the end of the day.
So you all for like stricter gun laws or no?
I mean, there's a point where it goes too far. I don't think I need to take a 5,000 questionnaire for a psychological test. You know?
But like, isn't that worth it? And like, I'm not saying that that's necessarily what we would definitely do or whatever, but like a 5,000 questionnaire or like people's lives.
But sometimes
like, wouldn't you rather?
Would you be willing to go through the same process to get an automobile? Training, licensing, classes, a renewable license.
Yeah, but not a psychological test.
I think it doesn't have to be so extensive, what you're saying, but it's sad how someone can come into a gun show and have a lot of money, buy whatever they want, show maybe a little card or something, and get like maybe 20 guns, and no one's asking you just because you have money. A simple background check can just do a lot for people.
But I also think that a lot of people like.
Yes, I think that too. If people like at Cabela's or any place that sells guns, if they did a better background check and looked at the people's histories and all this and that, it would help decrease it too.
You don't want to have a conversation about gun violence, and they switch over and say, oh, it's mental illness, and like that needs to be talked about too. But gun violence is a separate issue that also like really needs to be talked about.
If my life was in danger, I would kill.
Yes, I would too. Same. I agree with that too.
No, I really don't think I would have like it in. I don't know if I would have
My question to you guys is, would you kill if your life was in danger?
Nobody has it in them until the moment comes.
Yeah. Like literally fear doesn't even become a thing anymore. Yeah. Like it disappears and it's like fight or flight. Yeah. Like and you either freeze and die or you make it. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna make it.
Some people don't got it in them. You can always just, shoot them in a place where they won't be able to move.
Yeah, well, that's what some people think. When I went to I did my carry and conceal class. They said if you're trying to shoot in the leg, you have enough time to get away or to realize you're not in danger. Your life is in danger, you know? And so they said, if you're pulling a gun out, you're shooting somebody, you're shooting to kill.
I guess I don't understand. I understand fighting for your life. That's why I came to the center, for sure. But, like, all this talk about, like, how to protect ourselves, how to be in these situations, blah, blah, blah. It's like, again, we're just increasing guns. And I want to bring us back to, like, how can we combat this from the other end? I don't want to carry guns. I don't want to have guns in my club. I don't want to. I want to be there to dance. I don't want to have a firearm on my leg and like.
But we live in a society that.
Yeah.
So you rather
I don't think we can retract from that.
Yes, we can.
We can because other countries have done that.
Yeah, but you're taking the right away.
No. Wait. If I can prove to you that there are ways to enact gun reform that will decrease the amount of guns out there, increase education, and not hurt the ability of law-abiding citizens to have access to firearms, would you be willing to discuss ways to do that?
Yeah, like I said, I'm all for education, but I don't think like at the end of the day, like if someone's trying to kill me, I'm gonna kill them. I mean,
okay, but that is, you're allowed to right now. You're allowed to have that gun. And so we keep kind of saying what is already in place. This is already possible to have all of these guns. How can we start looking at this and, changing our minds and our Congress, our government, leaders' minds? You guys keep talking about education, but that is not a reality. Yeah. We're not allowed to instill reform that gives us gun education. So it's just like layman's ideas, batting around ideas on how to kill.
I'm overall against violence at the end of the day. I wouldn't need or want to have a gun if there wasn't violence in the world. But sometimes it's a right because it's a necessity sometimes.
So how do we do that?
Okay, that's it for that video. Oh. So all these links will be down below in the description. And, so that's what I think. Show us the emails. No, Best Pro Shops, I've never been there, but I've been to Cabela's multiple times. And like some other places, they don't do gun background checks and all that. Let me zoom out. Jeez. is it? Baby. Though I have and yeah. So that's what it was. So that's what that said. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you tell me what you guys think about the gun laws and what you think is better, like doing background checks, and what you think about that, and try to share this with all your friends and family, and to ask them what they think about it and what the government should do about it. And it really touches me because I am really against this, and if our principals make us do this to walk out, I'm not doing it, dude. I don't want to do this. And it's stupid about this. It's stupid. I mean, yeah. How about we do a lesson in like history or something and have a whole day to review the Columbine High School shooting, instead of walking out of school to respect that. Have the teachers do a what happened at Columbine, what was the tension towards Columbine, and why, and all that. So I don't really agree about this whole thing. But if they asked us to do this, I'm definitely not doing it because I do not agree a single bit. It's stupid. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. All the video links will be down below in the description. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out, guys. Bye.